Today we're taking a quick look at the Nexili Valo R LED light, but first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Anson, and on this channel we talk about filmmaking, specifically budget gear, tutorials, and the behind the scenes look at the projects that I'm working on. So if that's something you're into, consider subscribing. Now before I get too far into it, I do want to mention that Nexili did send me this light, but they're not asking I say anything specifically, and so you're gonna get my full and honest opinion. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go through my pros and cons on what I think about this light. So I have 4 major pros of this light, starting first with the overall battery life. I filmed the first episode of My Brother the Villain. It took me like 3 to 4 hours to film that episode, and when I started filming the episode, this light was at 40 to 50% battery, and it lasted the entire filming time. So that's the first thing that really stood out to me, was the overall battery life. The other thing that stood out to me was the overall brightness and color accuracy. I was trying to match this with the Aputure B7C, and if you're familiar with anything Aputure makes, they're really good about color accuracy, and so being able to put these both on 5600 Kelvin and have them match really well was a nice kind of bonus for this light. And with this being a little bit more of a smaller company than somebody like Aputure, that's really impressive that you got that same accuracy with this light as well. And then with the overall brightness, the Valo R really performed as well, because I was able to use this at like 50 to 60%, and it created really good fill on that scene. Another pro for me is it does charge via USB-C. There are a lot of lights that still charge via micro USB, and that drives me nuts. I do appreciate USB-C a lot more. It's a little bit more of a reliable port, and it also charges a lot faster. And so the fact that this charges USB-C is also a really good option as well. And then the last pro for me is just the overall build quality. This is a super sturdy light. It comes with like this friction arm here. You can have some mounting options. I like the fact they use tactical kind of wheels here rather than just like the flimsy like push wheels. It's really nice. This light is meant to compete with the Bowling P1. Now, I've never really held that light personally or used that light, but I can tell you that this light is a super quality light, and so if you're looking at something like the Bowling P1, this may be a really good alternative. Now, as always, nothing is 100% perfect, so what are some cons about this light? One is the Valo R does not have app integration. For something that's $100, I really expected to have app integration. The fact that my B7C had app integration, and if I needed to change something while I'm filming, I could just go into my phone and change it via the app with the B7C. And so with this not having app integration, I actually had to go to the light, get it off from where it was mounted, change some of the settings if I needed to. And so it would have been really cool if it had app integration. That would have been a nice little bonus. But really and truthfully, that was the only con I found out of the Valo R. Otherwise, this is a really good quality light. And so let's talk about if I would recommend this light and who I'd recommend it to. I think I would recommend this light if you're looking at something like the Bowling P1. You're buying it because it's a good quality, color accurate light that has a really sturdy build. A lot of the lights that are coming out that have the effects and the app integrations will sometimes sacrifice on the overall build quality, and lights like the Bowling P1 and this light as well do offer really good build quality. So it does sacrifice some of those like smart features, but where those lack, it does make up in build quality and overall color accuracy as well as brightness. And so honestly, the people I'd recommend this to are people that are looking at something like the Bowling P1 but want to save some money and have a really good quality light with the Nexili Valo R. And so that's it for me. I do want to thank Nexili for sending this out to me. And remember, as always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like. If you're digging the overall content from the channel, consider subscribing. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Stay safe. Be happy. Support each other. Wash those hands, and I'll see you here next time. Peace.